There's a good ball played in for Tony Morley. Oh, he must be! And it is! Peter Will!
Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villa and welcome to episode 52 of Razor Holte, our bid for world domination with Aston Villa. And you haven't missed anything, we've come straight back because today it is the beginning of our Champions League campaign. We're against Olympic Lyon, we're away from home, which isn't ideal. And first of all, we're going to play Newcastle. But I don't know about you, I've watched that intro like a million times. I had tingles while I was making it, and it really gets me up for this Champions League. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did put that on Twitter a couple of days ago, but yeah, really, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I'm really happy with how that turned out for me. All right, so let's not waste any time. Nothing has changed. There has been international break since last episode, which is why you see a gap between the Manchester City and Newcastle games in terms of dates, in terms of game time. And the only problems we have coming out of that is that McGinn, Grealish and AR have come back match fatigued. And we're resting a few other people. I want to try and put our strongest team out for the Champions League. And we'll just have a quick look at the league table just so you can kind of see where we stand. After that defeat last episode to Manchester City, we have just dropped off a little bit. But we're still only 3 points off the top four. And Liverpool look as though they look good this year, don't they? They've only dropped 2 points all season so far, one draw from their 7 games. So, yeah, already it's looking as though to be champions this year and go, we were joint top last year. That's looking as if it's going to be tough to replicate. But it's early in the season. Liverpool will at some point have a stumble. But let's have a look at the team we're sending out for Newcastle. It's Livakovic in goal. It's Targett, Chambers, Holgate and Gumny as the back four. Tonelli and Silla. We're going to give him another game in midfield. It's Markovic and it's Marin down the wings. Almeida and Borja up top. And before we get into the game, just one other thing we need to introduce here. If we have a look down here somewhere, we will see Paul Walker, a new player, formerly known as Stuart Beadle, I think it was. But there you go, Paul. He asked in the comments to have a regen named after him, and he's got one. He was initially a striker, and I've been retraining him as well to play out on the wing, because I think he's got good pace and a good all-round player. It's just finishing lacks a little bit, which is a slight problem for a striker. But yeah, I think we've got a really good, as I said, they're pressing forward, advanced forward, but I think a winger potentially as well. If you want to have a regen named after you, just let me know in the comments. We do have a few good ones coming through the academy right now, so we can look to get that done for you. So let's get on out there and see how we go. Looks a little bit defensive. We weren't actually expecting them to play with wingers, so they've caught me out a little bit there, but it's fine. It shouldn't worry us too much. Okay, let's get this team talk out of the way first. The Stig says do it for the fans. I'm just going to say go out there, play a natural game. I don't like rotating players and not having our strongest team out there the whole time, but the reality is we have to do it at some point. The players can't play every game. So, while I'd like to have Grealish and I'd like to have, say Bree at right back, they're human beings. Well, they're not. They're programmed assets, I don't know what you call them, but we do need to rest these players, so I'm hoping we'll get away with it here, playing the weakened team, but we'll see. We'll just see what happens. There's a corner for Markovic. Holgate! Mason Holgate's second goal already this year, as Bournemouth take the lead at Crystal Palace as well, and there we go, 1-0 up. That is what we like to see. Only 5 minutes in as well. Hopefully that'll settle everybody down. Markovic with the assist. We're still playing Markovic because I still think there's a decent player in there, even though we do have some good. Well, we've seen Beadle, but we have Colin on the bench as well. Where Nick Roberts has picked up an injury, so he's not really available just now. But yeah, I still think there's a good player in there for Markovic, and we've got to remember that we've signed that Moroccan kid to come in January, start of January. So at that point, we might try and phase out Markovic. The other player we have is Andre Green. There's a good ball for Tonelli. He's got so much time and space, and how did he miss that? I thought that was going in the back of the net. It was a good pass from Silla to find him, to be fair. Bournemouth 2-0 up against Crystal Palace. Let's give this maybe just a demand more. We've taken the lead from a set piece, let's not forget. It's not like we broke them down. We're doing okay. We've got a lot of the ball. We're getting shots away, but it is still only 1-0, and that can go wrong horribly quickly. We do have Brian Carlos on the bench. It might be an option to bring him on in this second half. Borja hasn't really done too much. Markovic as well. What do we say here? Things are going way capable of better. Markovic isn't as annoyed as for being forced out of the club as he was. He's sort of calmed down. Borja is still annoyed about that. So that's sort of a little bit of an update on how player happiness is at the club. The other thing David McKeown mentioned in the comments was seeing if we could add the trait to Rodrigo to play shots, because last episode he's a little bit erratic with his just blasting the ball. I did check, and he already has placing shots as a trait. So, yeah, that's just on him then. He's just a poor striker, apparently, or a poor finisher. But, yeah, so he does have that. I did check. He has 14 composure, so he should be capable of doing it. I think there's just an element of him just taking a little bit of time to settle into our club. So I'm not too worried about it. We just need somebody to be scoring goals until he gets settled in. That's a decent ball in from Silla. Now, are we going to find ourselves on the counter-attack here? Or this is not looking fantastic, if I'm honest. Ball into the back. No! Oh, what a save from Livakovic. How has he missed that? Livakovic just bang, fires out the hand. And, that was a little bit of poor finishing. I think we got away with that there. And then Livakovic claims that cross beautifully. Let's give it a demand more. That was a little bit of a scary moment. Silla again over a free kick. Can we get a second one? Oh, it's a tap-in for Almeida. What's he doing in there? Not quite sure. He shouldn't be in there. He's only a short little lad. But that's okay. We've got the goal. 2-0 up. Silla with an assist. And, yeah, this is looking good now. This is looking good. Terrible goalkeeping, wasn't it? I think that maybe a missed header at the near post there. Maybe threw him off just a touch. Was it offside? No, they're playing him on over here, so that's fine. I'm wondering if, to be fair to the keeper, maybe that missed header has thrown him off just ever so slightly. But that might be being a bit kind to him as well. Alright, so Borja isn't still having the best game. He's had his start. He can not complain. We're going to bring Brian Carlos on. The other thing I want to do, I want to try and give Colin a game here, because he's potentially a 4-star player. He's come through the academy, which means he's sort of a club-registered player. And we did have a few problems with that, actually registering the Champions League squad, in that we're not actually players short because we have club players that are under 21, so we have enough players in that sense. But the problem that we're running into, I'm wondering, Tonelli's looking tight if we bring Harry Cochran on as well. The problem that we have is that we don't have enough. We've only actually registered 24 players because we don't have to register the likes of Gaz Mosley to the squad because they're under 21. So there is a potential future problem there of not having enough club-trained players, but as these guys get sort of over 21, we have to start registering them, then it should work out okay. There's a good ball for Marin. Antonio Marin! Oh, almost the icing on the cake there. We've made our subs now, so it is just got to sit back, relax, and hope that we see this game out. 2 minutes to go, plus stoppages. Can we get to that, please? No, we can't. I'm wondering if we might just... You'll be proud of me here, David. Be more disciplined. Not get so many reckless players forward. Holgate's done... Oh, he had done well and then lost out second time of asking. Wilson! Oh, what a goal that is. What a strike from Harry Wilson. Third goal of the year for him already as well. That was just a little bit special. I don't usually like watching opposition goals on replay, but that was just... Turned the man beautifully. Worked some space, and that's unstoppable. Right, top bins, upper 90, whatever you want to call it, that's where it was. What a goal from Harry Wilson. Alright, so we'll just maybe be a little bit more cautious with this now. We'll just start wasting a bit of time. Play for set pieces. We'll slow down the pace as well. And there we go. Maybe just throw out a tighten up as well. Here's Silla from the corner. Can we get a goal of our own here? Almeida. Not quite sure what happened there, but we have got to it through target. Good ball to find Silla again in some space. Silla gets the cross in. Back post. Antonio Marin. Surely. Oh, what a save again. That's two really good chances Marin's had now, and he hasn't taken either of them. And there's still time here. Are we going to throw this all away? Target's intercepted that well. Can we get something on the counter-attack? It doesn't look like we can. Second ball. No. Oh, I'm getting nervous now. I'm getting nervous. We should maybe go to defensive and not positive as well. But it might be too late for that. We might have to go to attacking. Can we get to that? It's a foul. That's okay, Marin. We'll take that. 30 seconds to go. Away. Oh, it's past the post and it's not a penalty. So that should be fine now. We're wasting time. Even a trained monkey could waste that time now. Well done, boys. I tell you what, given that we rested players, for the most part that was comfortable. It was just a bit of a wonder goal that made that anxious for us at the end, but we've played really well there. Ideally, we would have had another goal or two just to make it a little bit more comfortable, but overall, I think that's a good performance. So there we go, in control as Newcastle brushed aside. A quick update of the league table after that result, and we've played a game more than a few clubs around us now, but Manchester City have lost again. I don't understand how teams can beat them. They were so good against us, and they've lost to Middlesbrough, Watford, and Crystal Palace. Yeah, we couldn't lay a glove on them, so that's a bit annoying, but just keeps us in the conversation, doesn't it? Guys, the moment's here. Wait right there. We're back for our Champions League return. Alright guys, welcome back. It is the beginning of our Champions League campaign. We're going to France, to Olympique Lyon, and we are not favourites as you can see. And the first other game in the group, the first game, Bayern had the early kick-off. They've won 3-1 at Benfica. So, going off of that, you'd say Bayern Munich are probably going to be the class of the group, but that was, I think, assumed anyway, wasn't it? Now, I had a little bit of a tactical indecision here as to whether we go with our normal formation here or whether we just sort of drop midfielders back and be a little bit more cautious. I've decided to go for it because I feel like whenever we go for it, we generally look a little bit better. What we might do actually, maybe we will just try be more disciplined to start with, and if we go behind, then we can go back to be more expressive, but we might start with more discipline. And this is the team we're sending out. It's Livakovic in goal. It's Emerson, Ayer, Holgate and Bree as a back four. Tonelli and Grealish in midfield. I wanted to play McGinn in this game. He's still match fatigued though, so he's not really available. We're going to go with Marin and Rodrigo. We'll switch Marin to the right, Rodrigo to the left, because when we did that against Manchester City, we looked so much better. So we're going to try starting like that and see how it goes with Almeida and Borja up front. Gaz Mosley's picked up a little bit of a knock, so he's unavailable for this, as is Callum Chambers and Nick Roberts. He came back from injury and then got injured again, so that's the sort of season we're having with Nick Roberts right now. But let's see how we go here. This is exciting. And after this game, we do have, unfortunately, a situation where we play Watford in the league and then straight back against Lyon at home in the Champions League again. So what I'm thinking of doing is basically not playing this team at all against Watford, resting it completely. We're huge underdogs, go out there without any pressure, see what you've got. Alright, let's try that. Depending how this goes, of course, it's just resting this entire start, or the outfield 10 anyway, against Watford, and then playing them again against Lyon. We might tweak things a little bit, perhaps. Yeah, whether we go with Almeida or whether we go with someone a little bit more defensive. At home, though, you'd think we'd want to be sort of playing our best attacking team. But yeah, we'll just see how this game goes. But I'm really conscious of not getting fatigued players like we had sort of the start of the season where I did mess up a little bit. Here's a chance for Almeida. Oh, what a strike from Thiago Almeida from the edge of the area. That was an absolute bullet, and we're 1-0 up inside 10 minutes. What a start, and what a strike from Almeida. Let's have another look at this. That was an absolute bullet. It was a headed clearance. Almeida's in between two guys. He's done really well to get a good first touch, and maybe not as good as it first looked. The keeper did kind of knock it into the top corner, as opposed to the shot being in the top corner. But still, it's a goal, isn't it? And it's a really good goal as well. Let's give him a little bit of a demand more, try and make sure we don't rest on our laurels here, and go on and see if we can get another goal here. Rodrigo's being drawn away. That's fine. If you ever see that, the reason that we see our wingers getting drawn out of position is that they're man-marking their fullback, so that if they go forward, we go with them kind of thing. Almeida's been caught on the ball there. That's not good. That's not good. That's not great goalkeeping either. That was a bit of a stuff-up all round. We'll tell him to show some passion here, but Almeida got... I don't think it was a bad throw. Almeida's just been caught looking at it, and be fair to him, the Lyon goal, that's terrible goalkeeping though, Livakovic. Move your feet one step to the whatever side it is, your left, and you can just catch that. Oh, that takes the stuffing out of the turkey. I don't know. That's a bit deflating, isn't it? Alright, come on boys, let's fire up here. Bree's got that. Back for Holgate. Goes early forward for Borja. There's no one really there. It's not a great place to put the header. You think just bring it down or go back to your keeper. But are we in a little bit of trouble here? Oh, that's a good ball. We've left him open. Oh, what a save from Livakovic. That makes up for the first one. Can we win that ball back? We can with Bree. And already signs that we may need to tighten things up a little bit in midfield here. Almeida's on the ball now. He owes us a goal too, doesn't he now? Borja, wasn't Borja, it was Tonali, but it still wasn't great. Good header out there for Emerson. Oh, a bit of a heavy touch, but he's got away with it. We're going really long, and I'm not quite sure why we're doing that. It isn't in the instructions. Marin's been caught on the ball, but he's kept it. Can he get it? Oh, we're looking really disjointed. Bree needed to continue that run. It was a good run, and Marin's picked him out, and he just stopped. Tonali, can he find men getting forward here? Almeida out for Emerson. Good first-time ball for Rodrigo. What can he do? Rodrigo chips one in. Marin! Back post! Oh, he stuck it in! Antonio Marin! Third goal of the year. Pops up on the left. He scores on the left. He scores on the right. Antonio Marin. He scores when he likes. It was just good build-up in the end, wasn't it? We just went side to side, probed for the opening. It came over, and Marin beat his fullback in the air. And the goalkeeping in this game has not been amazing, has it? Let's be honest. Of the 3 goals, at least 2 of them, one from each team. That first goal from Almeida was well struck. So he may not, it may be harsh on the keeper to say he should have actually saved that, hadn't got a hand to it. But the other 2 shouldn't have been goals. Here's Rodrigo. Can he let one rip? He tries and fails. Now, I'm seeing that Bree is not having a good game, and that worries me a little bit. Oh, just past the post. I'm wondering, he's on a booking as well. We could put Holgate over there, but we don't really have anybody else to play there. What do we say to this? You've played well, there's still room for improvement. That's motivated Bree. We'll tell him because he's on a booking, don't get yourself a second yellow. We'll kind of leave it at that and just see how he reacts in this second half. But you do get the feeling that we might have to take him off, which would mean switching Holgate to the right and bringing defender Rodrigo on. Having 2 Rodrigos isn't ideal, is it? Yeah, I don't really see another way to rejig that. We could put Emerson over there potentially and bring Target on to play on down the left. I'm not sure how natural he is over there, but that still might be... Well, let's look at it this way. Are we better off having Emerson in position, Holgate out of position, and then bring Rodrigo on, who's a decent enough defender? I'm thinking that might be better. It's basically, do we want Rodrigo on the field or Matty Target? And I think Rodrigo might be a better option. You know what I wanted to do and I forgot was, let's just close this up. Make it a little bit more difficult for them to play through us. Let's wait and see what happens from this. Can we win the ball back up the pitch? No, we can't. And Marin, I mean, that wasn't really Marin's man. We're gonna have to, tell Bree to go. We're gonna have to tell both our fullbacks to go man mark these wingers because they're finding too much space. What a save from Livakovic again. I'm not quite sure. Bree was just kind of standing around out there. He wasn't really marking anybody as Memphis Depay cut in field, and it looks as though they are trying to cut in, doesn't it? Let's maybe not get further forward. Oh no, he's on he's a wing back, so it's going to time to do that anyway. Okay, so we'll do that, and then we'll just tell Emerson to go and do the same thing. Go man mark your winger. Hopefully that'll just sort of stop them having so much space. Nice throw out for AER here. What can he do? Goes forward, finds Rodrigo in some space as well. Now we know he can run. Oh, look at that. Look at that pace. Good tackle, though, wasn't it? Fakir. Lyon have a really good team. I do wonder if we should just be looking to be a little bit more defensive in midfield. That's a good ball through, and we've got away with that again. Wait and see what happens from this highlight. I'm wondering if we demand more here. Tell them to tighten up. We are hanging on a little bit right now. That's certainly the vibe I'm getting. Livakovic with a decent save again. Let's encourage. Let's just try encouraging. That didn't work, did it? Bree is still not playing well. From the corner. Love a goal. Love a goal. Oh, it's there. Almeida again. Can he unleash another rocket? Keeps it for Grealish. knocks it in, back post, it's headed away, and we're going to get caught on the counter-attack here. I'm gonna sort of bitch out a little bit here and go more defensive. If we get away with this, oh no, get in front, no. I think we're just got to try and hang on now at 2-2 and hope that we can maybe nick something on the break. Alright, so we're going to not watch the replay. We're going to drop Tonali in. We're going to bring on Carlos Elena or Harry Cox. We'll bring Elena on. Drop him in. Or do we want Harry Cochran? Harry Cochran might be a better option. I'm just trying to think position-wise. Or do we need to take Tonali off a deep-lying playmaker? Here we go. He can play box-to-box. I like that. Anything else we want to do here? I'm wondering if we defend a bit more narrower. Because their wingers are trying to cut in anyway, and that might force them to go wide. If we're sort of more compact, then they don't have that space to run into. Come on, boys. Oh. Do we need to play a higher line, I wonder? Are we... I might look to do that. Oh, what a miss that is from Fekir. What a miss. They're not really knocking it over our heads, are they? They're running at us. So if we play a higher line, it might make them a little bit more difficult for them to do that. We need something from a set piece. It's the only way we look like scoring! Oh, he's offside! It's the only way we look like scoring right now, and that was a decent opportunity. Are we going to get a replay? We are. I'm wondering if the flick on has just caught... Yeah, it's caught us all offside. We're onside for the initial one, but the flick on has just caught us all out. Borja isn't having a great game, but to be honest, I do wonder, you know what we're going to do? How much of that is just not having an opportunity, but we're going to bring on Andre Green, and we're going to switch around these guys. Put Marin back on the left, Green out on the right, and then Rodrigo. I wonder if it's a deep lying forward. Let him come in and try and build up play and maybe just run at them as well, because he's a good dribbler. We have faith in Mr. Green to come on and do a job for us. And it leaves us one more sub, and I'm still looking at Bree on the booking as well. And wondering if we can just eke a performance out of him for the rest of this game. Let's show some passion. Come on, boys. Didn't really work either, did it? The highlights have kind of stemmed since we've changed things that last time, so that's a positive. Let's demand more here. I mean, a draw away from home isn't the worst. But a loss here, and it really puts pressure on the next game, doesn't it, when we play them at home? Can we go on the break here? Harry Cochran, he goes early. He could see what he was trying to do, but it wasn't really on. Didn't really have options either, to be fair to him. I just want a draw right now, if I'm honest. Just try and sneak out of this game with a draw. It's disappointing having sort of taken the lead twice, but they're a good team, aren't they? Well done getting back there, Marin. Come on, boys. Come on. We get. Oh, boy, so much space. Oh. And that is the man that Bree should be marking, and that's the price I've paid for not taking Bree off the friggin' field. Oh, that's so annoying. There's a couple of times, I'm trying to think now, I think it's been a few times now that Bree has let us down in big games. We won't play for set pieces. If we get set pieces, then fantastic, but we won't play for them. I don't want to play more direct either. Let's attack with some more width, though. I'm trying to remember now. I'm pretty sure I remember Bree letting us down before in big games. I'm wondering if... I mean... Where is James Bree? What is he doing in there? Now, is that just... I've messed up who he's supposed to be... What is... I'm going to check before I get angry. He looks like he might be marking this guy. I don't care about offside. It's been given. Who is James Bree marking? Memphis Depay. Is that... And I don't like blaming the game because it's a really, really good game and I really enjoy playing it. But is that the game messing up, or is that James Bree just absolutely being clueless? That's really annoying. That was the man he should have been marking. That goal shouldn't have happened. I don't know why we're marking Eduardo. No one's been told to do that. All right, come on, Grealish. Can they rescue a point here for us? Marin goes over for Andre Green. We're running out of time here. 10 seconds to go. Ball comes into the box. It's straight through. And that's that. Oh, we've lost our opening game in the Champions League. And I personally blame James Bree. And I should have just subbed him off. Oh, that's really annoying. I'm going to say it's just one of those days. But I'm tempted to fine James Bree. That's how angry I am. So it is, I don't know if it's a disappointing collapse, but it was disappointing, as I said, especially having gone ahead twice. It's not the return to the Champions League that we wanted, was it? So we look at the group. It's not the worst. It would have been, it puts a lot of pressure on the next game, to be honest, because if we lose to Lyon again, and you assume that Bayern Munich's going to go and beat Benfica at home, in Munich for them, then suddenly, 2 teams on 6 points, it looks like a bit of a dogfight to try and get into the Europa League again. I'm not going to fine James Bree because he's just going to get annoyed with me, but I am going to give him a warning because that was just absolutely... I just got to do it here. I'll do it later. But let me know what you think in the comments, but I'm really annoyed about that, and I think that we were... I don't know. I'm rambling on, so I don't know what to say. I'm just disappointed, guys. I'm disappointed at that. Anyway, that is it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed that, we got 3 points in the Premier League. But do hit thumbs up. It's just a pity. It does help people find the video and the channel, and I'm always grateful for that. And if you are new, please do subscribe. Ring the bell so you know when I upload new episodes, and we will get better, I promise. We will be back next episode. I kind of want to move along a little bit here. So I think what we'll do is we won't come back for the Lyon game again, but we'll come back for Arsenal in the EFL Cup, because we're going to play all the academy regens named after you guys. So that'll be interesting to see how we go. Tough game going away to Arsenal, but you never know. You never know how we'll go. And then we'll play Benfica at home in what is already looking as though it could be a scrap to get into the Europa League. So that's all for, when's that for? That'll be for Sunday. Guys, so make sure you come back and join me then. But until then, I've been Aussie Villa. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.